Hi there. Thank you for joining my views and news live chat session. A warm welcome to all of you. Three topics which I'll speak on in this live chat. A summary of the topics after a short while. Firstly, let me welcome the participants who have joined the live chat session. Klaus New is the first one. Welcome, Klaus New. Burji Suyama, second one who commented today. Samuel Faleke, third participant. Mikhail says, my views on news. Nahom Architect says, hello, Sajid. Hope for Ethiopia says, hi. Member has joined. Peace and love is the name. Says, hi, Mr. Sajid. Bilal Moshe here too says hello, dear Tikim Tafira joined to welcome Tikim. Samson Tafiri here too. Hi Sajid, how are you? Thanks for your reliable news. Thank you, Samson Tafiri. Carol Gota joined says hello, Mr. Sajid. Michael Kidane, Fiti Voldius Meretiab says hi, brother. Madre Bahar has chosen to be a member. He has become a member. Warm welcome to the members community, Madre Bahar. If you want to be a member, please click the link given in description section of this live chat, description section of every video. This link is given, but you must be in a location where YouTube membership is allowed. From Ethiopia, you cannot be a member of my views on news. Dean M says, hello, Sajid. Umar Iri. Umar says, hi. Iri says, hi, Sajid. Now, three main topics for you, Teddy fan. Join to first new stories about Fano. Fano fighters are advancing. Yeah, Nahom, if you're in Ethiopia, you won't be able to be a member. Nathanael Teklemariam says, hi, Sajid, good to see you. Hido says, hi, sir. First news story is about Fano's. Fano's advance towards a new territory, which has not been a stronghold of Fano fighters. It shows Fano's expansion into new areas in the Amhara region. Second news story is about Turkey-Somalia relations. Another agreement has been signed between the two sides. This agreement was very much expected because when the two sides signed an agreement a few days ago, the main part of the agreement was that Turkey would start exploration work in Somalia's territorial waters in return for protecting Somalia's territorial waters in return for establishing Somalia's navy, air force, and ground forces. And an agreement has been signed about start of exploration work by Turkey in Somalia territorial waters. Why is that all these agreements are being signed in Turkey? Why not in Somalia? Thirdly, Pretoria deal implementation dialogue has kicked off. The two sides, especially Tigray, has confirmed the start of this important discussion. Nathan Adiso says hi. Abdul Qadir says hi. Salam, Sajid. Diamond Media Network says hello to everyone. Ali Raya here. Mahmoud Ahmadeen. Horn Analyst joined as well. Welcome to you, Horn Analyst. Tilahun Demissi. Dassie's BP strong base. Things may be nasty if Fano enter and stay in the town for even one day. Mr. Kabede, how much to pay for you, Fano? People are calling me Fano, come on. Sarah did a video a few hours ago, and there people accused me of being on the payroll of Abi, and Mr. Kabed is accusing me of being paid by Fano. So you see that I'm being paid by Fano, being paid by federal government, being paid by DPL, paid by Ola, paid by CIA, paid by Eritrea, paid by certain opposition, Somalia, Somaliland. Everybody is paying me. I'm getting nothing. Uh, Let me start with firstly, today a confirmation came about a wrong claim made by Fano fighters. Sar did a video just 2 hours ago, 2 to 3 hours ago. Uh, Fano fighters captured hundreds of youths a few days ago, and Fano news outlets, pro Fano activists claim that the youths were Ethiopian National Defense Force members. They said they were recruits. And no denial from Fano fighters, by the way. People say, Sajid, you attribute everything to Fano groups. That was reported by news outlets, not by Fano groups. My question is, if news outlets were reporting something wrong, incorrect, why didn't Fano reject the news outlets' report? No statement. It means the claim came from Fano, and that was reported by pro Fano news outlets. I reported that. I said that Fano fighters had captured dozens of hundreds of ENDF recruits. None of them was wearing military uniform. Now it has been confirmed that those were not recruits of Ethiopian National Defense Force. Today, an Ethiopian regional council, zonal council issued a statement. Zonal council, chief of zonal council issued a statement that more than 280 laborers were captured by armed group in Amhara region. The laborers are youths. They were recruited in southern Ethiopia after an agreement was signed for this recruitment, and they were hired to work on GERD, Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. They were recruited in southern Ethiopia, then they were sent to Benishangal Goma region through Amhara region. But when they entered Amhara, they were captured by Fano fighters. Fano fighters showed them as if they were members of Ethiopian National Defense. Either Fano fighters mistook them, did not believe what they were saying, or Fano tried to deceive people. I think correction should be made by Fano groups that the captured youths are not ENDF members. They are laborers hired to work on dam site. And Fano, by the way, wants allies. Fano groups want allies in Ethiopia. They're in need of allies, I've been saying that. How can they find allies if they show innocent youths as members of Ethiopian National Defense Force? I think they should make correction. They should release these youths. Asad Ibrahim joined to Hido here. Yamasgan joined too. Yamasgan says, today is an amazing day. I feel great and I'm starting to work today. Good to hear that. Toramana says, your gray hair increased during this war. Yeah, my hair turned gray rapidly. But it has nothing to do with war. I think it's all genetic, I believe, that your DNA plays a role, I think. It determines when your hair will grow gray, etc. DW Ethiopia, does the Pakistan government know what you do for living? Are you spying on me? Do you want to report me to Pakistani government? I think they know what I'm doing. Alex Zio says your channel is the most impartial one. Thanks, Alex. T and O. Good evening, Mr. Sadid. It's wonderful to see you in good health. Your dedication and hard work in covering this are truly commendable. Keep up. I am 22 and lost all my hair. Yes, it has nothing to do with tension, I think. It's all written in your genes, I believe. Eskin says Sajid Muni is stuck in Bahidar, but he is happy wherever he is, by the way. He is very happy whether he is stuck or not. He's in Ethiopia. No, no, DW Ethiopia. I was just kidding. I'm not saying that you're spying on me. Ramao Lavale says True Media. Sibbat Birhane says, Hi, Mr. Sajid. Yusuf Sajid, don't you agree an illegal Ethiopian refugee should be kicked? Well, people from across the world enter Europe illegally. Africans enter Europe illegally. So if Europe kicks them out, people say that, see, European governments are against blacks, against Africans, against refugees. So whether you enter legally or illegally, you are protected, I think, under international law. Now, let me start. First news story about Fano's expansion into South Wallo. South Wallo has never been a stronghold of Fano fighters. Samuel Faleke saying if they were from southern Ethiopia and traveling to Benishangal, how come they were captured in Gujam, northern part? Well, it's very simple. They were passing through Gajam towards Benishangal. You can reach Benishangal Gumuz region through Amhara region. You pass through Gajam. The ancient says, hi there. I watched your channel since the Libyan conflict when your channel was new. Excellent expertise you have for the Horn of Africa, like no other I have seen. Thank you. Salma and Sohaib, where is your fake MOU? It's not my MOU, it's there. It has not been withdrawn. Second Tube says hello. Now, Fano's expansion into Wollo, South Wollo, Fano fighters seem to be advancing towards Dessie. They were in the vicinity of Hike yesterday, and today fighting was reported close to Kutabar. Unimusica joined. So it means that now fighting is ongoing within uh, 20 kilometers area around Dessie. Fano never got so close to Dessie city. This is the first time that Fano fighters have managed to push towards another major city in the Amhara region. Will they be able to enter Dessie? We don't know. Dessie is going to be a very difficult front for them because we know that when Tigray forces tried to enter Dessie in 2020, it took them months. They made several attempts, they launched several offensives to enter Dessie. So Fano's mode of entry is very different, I think. They don't enter in big uh, units. big divisions. They always enter in small groups. A few dozen will try to enter, and from more than one direction, they'll try to enter Dessie. They'll stay there for a few hours and they'll leave. And then Kambolcha, Amhara uh, region's industrial hub, strategic in terms of businesses. If Dessie is breached, Kambolcha could be next. And if Fano fighters manage to reach close to Dessie and Kambolcha, we could see Shoa Fano join Wollo Fano, and joint offensive towards Kambolcha and Dessie could be launched. The coming days very crucial while military launched operation to clear North Shoa, but this conflict is spreading across the Amhara region. What's the condition of the airport in Kambolcha? I think it's operational. Fano is nowhere near the airport. All airports in Amhara region are operational. Fano managed to make a few airports non-operational a few months ago when Gondar Airport, Lalibela Airport stopped flights. But when military launched operation a few months ago under the state of emergency, all airports came under military control. So all airports are operational now, no problem in Cambodia. AZ King joined to a member. Warm welcome to you, AZ King. So military wanted to crush Fano groups. It wanted to clear Shoa, and now military will have to protect Dessie too. Shoa is also seeing, it's also witnessing heavy clashes, fighting in different parts of North Shoa. Road still closed. Dessie, Dibr Birhan road still closed. The road was closed to launch operation against Fano fighters. We don't know how long will this operation take, but so far no signs of clearance. Asad Ibrahim is talking about Somalia airport closure. I think Mogadishu airport remained closed yesterday over some issue regarding increase in fees for passengers. Later, the issue was resolved. I don't know about any closure today. Thank you, Yumasgan, for buying the super chat sticker. Jamal says, Kutabar and Dessie are my birthplace. So, what have you received from Kutabar and Dessie, Jamal? Would you share with the viewers what is happening there? We heard about fighting around Kutabar. How big is the clash? What do you see? What is going to happen? Would you like to brief the viewers because you're from there? Minghan joined too. Comrade Sajid, how are you, Minghan? Solomon Wolde says, good evening. Wallo says, will PM Abiy be willing to sit with Fano forces for peace talk? So far, he's not willing. So far, he wants to crush Fano. And Fano groups want to remove him. So no signs of any dialogue on both sides. But maybe one day he'll have to sit. I think he will sit with Fano once he knows that Fano groups have been weakened. He wants to negotiate from a position of strength. Thank you, Ming Hon, for buying the super chat sticker. Comrade Sajid, can you do military analysis of the East African countries soon? Uh, which East African countries? Ijigo Milaki. Hi, Sajid. However, you are sometimes being fed with wrong information by your sources. Relatively, you are my preference of reliable information. Somali is threatening me with saying, Sajid, Pakistan, do you have your bunker ready for your family? Why? Are you threatening me? Yamaskan is talking about from where Oromos came. Well, let's not go into that, Yamaskan. No matter from where Oromos came, or Amharas came, or Tigrayans came, now all are reality. Now you cannot uh, decide which rights should Oromo have or Amhara or Tigrayans have based on from where they came. This is 2024. Equal rights for all the people, for all the groups, for all the regions. A new roadmap is needed, keeping history aside, keeping what happened centuries ago aside, I believe. Ethiopia, Eritrea, Somalia, and Djibouti. Minghan says I should do a military analysis. I would like you to contact me by email, Minghan, so that we can have a chat. What should we discuss? I think we've been talking about military capabilities, but sometimes maybe we should analyze things in comparison or about a specific issue. We'll talk about that if you could contact me through email. SAJRD672000. A viewer from the US contacted me yesterday. He said, Sajid, please do a video about Abi's strength, relative strength of today and that of and his strength, which was in 2020. My long-time viewer, very close to me, very helpful, and his idea was appealing for me. I did a video on that today. So if the idea is appealing, I would like to do that, to do videos, because it helps me learn about things. Sometimes viewers raise questions which help me a lot in learning about a particular topic. Now, our second news story about Somalia-Turkey agreement. One point I want to make before sharing details of what is happening between Turkey and Somalia. Why is that all agreements between Turkey and Somalia are being signed in Turkey? Both are equal partners. When the two sides signed the defense agreement, Turkish defense minister, foreign minister went to Turkey. Hassan Sheikh requested Turkey for this agreement. Now it's not a secret, by the way. Though Hassan Sheikh wouldn't admit that, but according to several international news outlets, from Turkish government too, it was Hassan Sheikh which requested the defense agreement. Within 10 days, the agreement was drafted, signed in Turkey. Turkey called Somalia's defense minister, foreign minister, and there the agreement was signed. Now, another agreement that Somalia's Minister of Petroleum was called to Turkey. And in Turkey, an agreement has been signed about start of exploration work for oil and gas by Turkey in Somalia's territorial waters. I think the agreements should be signed uh, on equal footing. The agreement should be signed in Somalia, not in Turkey. Or if one has been signed in Turkey, the next should be signed in Somalia. Turkey is coming to Somalia. This is Somalia's territory. The agreement is about Somalia. The agreement is about Somalia's underwater assets. So Somalia should ensure that agreements are signed in Somalia. Turkey should not be pampered, I would say, by Somalia, because uh, Turkey has a nostalgia of her past. It wants to revive the Ottoman Empire of the past. If you talk to Turks, they're very nostalgic about what they were, how they ruled in the past. So, agreement has been signed in Turkey about start of exploration work by Turkey in Somalia's territorial waters. Not just in water, but on land as well. So Turkey, in return, will train Somalia's navy, air force, ground forces. It will take years. Before that, Turkey is going to start digging. And Turkey has vast experience of drilling for gas and oil. It has been drilling for gas, extracting gas from its EEZ. It has experience. And it has been fighting, it has been involved in some disputes with Israel, with Greece, with Cyprus, with some other countries about exploration. Let's hope that Somalia's resources are used for the people of Somalia. Turkey will definitely have its share. That is why Turkey is coming to Somalia. Somalia is not in a position to explore, to extract its assets. Uh, Somalia needs help. Yes, we should acknowledge that Somalia is not in a position to start exploration work on its own. Only question is on which terms, under which terms Somalia is giving access to Turkey to its territorial waters. The agreements are not being made public. This is a matter of concern for the groups in Somalia. Yes, they're backing, majority of Somalis, they're backing Turkey. They say that they are ready to give everything to Turkey, but not even an inch to Ethiopia. But they have the right to know under which conditions Turkey is coming to Somalia's territorial waters. Uh, I think Saudi Arabia showed a little uneasiness to Somalia about Somalia-Turkey defense agreement. That is what we learned today. Saudi Arabia not happy. Obviously, Saudis and Turks are traditional rivals in Muslim world as well. They are from different groups. Saudi Arabia showed a little concern reportedly with Somalia's government. So they are not happy with Turkish expansion into Somalia's territorial waters. Yusuf says Somalia has 110 billion barrels of oil, gas as well, I think. Hido, yes, I agree with you that Somalia is still facing civil war. It does not have the income, the expertise, the people to start exploration. But the way Hassan Sheikh signed defense agreement in a hurry with Turkey, It seemed that he might have made some concessions. He negotiated from a very weak position. Agreement not made public. That is the main concern. Early viewers, Tigray, TPLF, federal government talks kicked off today. African Union is mediating. Mike Hammer has arrived in Ethiopia, US Special Envoy to the Horn of Africa here. Strategic dialogue about the implementation of Pretoria deal. Getachew Reda, I don't know where he is, but he tweeted today about the start of this dialogue, hoping that this dialogue will lead to peace and stability. Is he back in Ethiopia? We don't know. People are saying that he faced some health issues and he and Big Bay are in Europe. We don't know. But he tweeted today after a few days. So dialogue kicked off today. Let's see what happens. We'll have to wait. The participation of Mike Hammer indicates that dialogue is very crucial, keeping in view the rising of recent tension between Tigray and the federal government. Americans had to intervene. African Union had to intervene because Tigray contacted them. Tigray asked African Union and the US that they are guarantors of the agreement. They should talk to the federal government. Federal government is dragging its feet. No demobilization of Tigray fighters, no return of IDPs, no determination of status of Raya Volkait, no holding of election in Tigray, interim government tenure not specified, TPLF status not restored, several issues. Let's see. We're trying to find what is happening at the dialogue, at the meeting. We'll try to keep you updated. Darni says quick recovery to Getachew. Several Tigrayans are reporting, activists, journalists, that Getachew is not feeling well, is under treatment. Don't know, but Tigray government, Getachew himself has not shared details of his engagements. So if he's abroad on official visit, he should share, government should share details of his engagements, but complete silence. Sangira TV joined to welcome Sangira. Says thanks for the update for the Sajid. Yunus Hello says nothing will be found from the meeting. It is being held in a very confidential environment. Nos Papi thinks everyone has diabetes. He says Ketacho has diabetes like me. Eratia Paul of Red Sea says Getacho will recover if he makes peace with Eratia. T&O says, what are your thoughts on the eventual outcome between the TPLF and Abiy, given their mutual lack of trust? Very interesting question. I think issues are very thorny. Both sides have played their cards about some contentious issues. Federal government will make some concessions. It will restore TPLF as a party. It will start the return of IDPs. But key issues will remain unresolved. One of the key issues is the future status of Rai and Volkai. Both sides have taken very different positions. Federal government says referendum should be held. Tigray rejecting that referendum altogether. How can they reach a common ground here? For that, you need comprehensive discussions, I think. The involvement of Tigray, Amhara, federal government, etc. What about the demarcation of border, Tigray border? Again, a very thorny issue. So these two issues are very difficult to be handled in just one meeting. Uh, Regarding return of IDP, regarding the restoration of TPLO status, some progress could be made. And some other issues could also be addressed. But main issues will remain unresolved, I believe. Wallo, why African Union and parties to Pretoria peace deal did not make the summit public today's kickoff? I don't know. I think Getachew confirmed that dialogue started today. A name in Amharic has written a comment. The Pretoria Agreement does not specify the return of the disputed territories back to Tigray region. Yes, there is no clear mention of Rai and Volkite issue, but it is said in Pretoria that administrative issues, political issues will be handled through dialogue. So that is why indirectly there is mention of the border disputes in Pretoria, and dialogue could not be held publicly, especially. And dialogue should be held, public dialogue should be held, I think, which will take some time. In just one meeting, one session, these issues cannot be resolved. That is why I say that this AU-led process of talks could lead to some progress, but key issues will remain unresolved, I think. Ayanto Koma says, focus on your information. Yeah, I'm focusing on information and analysis too. By the way, there is no point in sharing information if you don't know how to put the information in the right context. Information helps you analyze things. That is how you make use of information. Hebreo says, what do you think about latest Djibouti army infiltration in Afar region? Do you think Ethiopian army is stronger? Well, I reported about this entry of Djibouti's military into Ethiopian territory. It's not how strong or weak Ethiopian military is. It was a one-time entry by Djibouti's military in a border area, and Ethiopian military cannot protect entire border with Eritrea, with Djibouti, with Somalia. And crude fighters definitely have their hideouts. Or you can say there are tribes on the two sides of the border which have links, which have sympathy for food fighters. That is why maybe Djibouti's military entered Ethiopian territory. But if Djibouti's military entered Ethiopian territory, thank you, Omar Ejersa. Ethiopian government should have issued a statement confirming or rejecting these reports. It means military is not in a position to protect the borders. Djibouti's military entering Ethiopia, Somalia threatening to wage war on Ethiopia if Ethiopia decided to implement the MOU. Sudan's Burhan has taken back Al Fashaga. Military could not do anything. Uh, uh, in northern direction, Eritrea in control of some territories which Tigray claims. Military nowhere to be seen. So, how strong is Ethiopian military? Can it protect Ethiopian borders? It's a very important question. Al Shabaab could make a move as well. If Somalia, Ethiopia tensions rise, Al Shabaab could make a move as well towards Ethiopian borders. So all Ethiopian borders are very volatile and tense situation there. And then internal wars as well, internal war-like situation in Ethiopia. How will the military meet all these challenges? Somalia One Nation says, why do you package the MOU as beneficial Somalia while you paint the Turkey deal as plundering? Well, I am not saying Turkey is plundering. I never use this word. But I say the deal should be made public. MOU between Ethiopia and Somalia should be made public. I only say people have every right to know what their leaders are doing. Whether it's Ethiopia Somaliland MOU or Turkey Somalia agreement. I uh, suggest that both MOU and the agreement should be made public. That is what I say. Someone asked about my coverage of Sudan, that I'm not covering Sudan. Yes, I covered Sudan a lot last year, but now, because of overwork, I am not able to cover Sudan. Where things seem to be changing a little, by the way, because Burhan has got drones now, combat drones. Drones seem to be changing battlefield balance in Sudan to the same drones which helped Ethiopian government in pushing Tigray forces back from North Shore in a special zone. Same drones are working in Sudan too. Sudanese military has made some gains in Darman. It is due to very precise drone strikes reportedly. The Home Architect says, our worry is not the military protection, our worry is why the government is not holding Djibouti accountable. Yes, I agree that Ethiopian government should hold Djibouti accountable. Why did Djibouti's military enter Ethiopian territory? Abdi Isas Abdi says, hi, I am late. Yes, you're a little late. We're going to end the live chat after a few minutes. Bluebird says, today you were saying Ethiopian military is stronger than that of 2020, but the military cannot defend the country's sovereignty. Uh, yes, military is not in a position to meet all the challenges, but the challenges which military is facing today are much more than the challenges faced by military in 2020. In 2020, no, there was no threat from Eritrea, no threat from Sudan, no threat from Somalia. Al Shabaab was in check as well. No internal civil war like situation in Amhara. Military was not facing as many challenging challenges in 2020 as military is facing today. Sakadata Sheikh says, Assalamu alaikum Sajid. Wa alaikum assalam. T&O says rumors about TPLF seeking reconciliation with Eritrea. Rumors going on for several months. I could not confirm that. Dean M, why do you refuse to provide correction on the open defecation figures you provided, even though I sent you link from UNICEF? Could you resend me the link, please? Are you from Pakistan? Passport light is asking. Yes. Towards 46 minutes have passed. I think we should end the live chat session. Uh, Abraham says, what happened to the grand operation by Fano that you have reported earlier this week? I'm following that. I got information about the plan made by Fano fighters. Execution was underway, but what happened after that, oh, I don't know. Maybe in coming days, the plan will be executed, or the plan could be foiled by security forces. Mikhail says, get some exercise, Sajid, don't just work. Yes, I am not allowed to do my workout, just walks are allowed, which I do. I have lost some weight because of this surgery, because of some pre surgery issues as well. I lost around 10 kg. So I'll have to regain some weight too. Ibrahim Micha joined. Stop the crap, says Ethiopia is in debt and suffering. Ramzi says Somalians are very irredentist, expansionists, so far and Eastern Oromos have been suffering since 1950s. Well, Somalis say the same about Oromos, that Oromos are expansionist, but we should not use these broad terms. Somalis are like this, Oromos like that. That's not right. There are people in each and every community, good and bad. Let's not generalize, I think. Let's end this live chat, viewers. 48 minutes have passed. Thank you for joining the live chat session. Sarah had to face criticism from some Fano supporters when she did a video today and she told you about the wrong claim made by Fano fighters about the laborers captured by Fano who were shown as ENDF recruits. That's part of the job, but we will try to ensure that our coverage of the issues in the Horn of Africa is impartial. And I like the way some viewers support when others criticize. There are hundreds of those too who back, though they have their loyalties too, they have their affiliation, but still they want truth to be reported on my views and news. We do make mistakes, but we make corrections, we try to improve. Help us in covering the issues in the Horn of Africa in an impartial and unbiased manner. Thank you for watching the live chat. See you tomorrow. Stay blessed. Bye bye.